Hello, everybody. You're listening to the Good Day for a Movie podcast. I'm Jacob, joined alongside me, as always, Tate.
What's up?
What's up, Tate? No Sage this episode. Instead, we are joined by our panel of experts. It would be from the Deucecast movie show, Michael Nipp.
What is up, Roth?
How we doing? As well as from, we'll say the Deucecast Extra. I saw in the Deucecord that he got signed to our franchise tag, Garrison Ryfun. Deucecast Extra, Deucecast movie show, a whole bunch of stuff. Garrison, thanks for joining.
I'm glad to have my competitor here with me. Sorry you got benched. Apparently, I don't know how this decision got made, but it's a good thing you got your own podcast. So
Yep. I got signed to the practice squad according to Dave. So.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Well, we are here to talk Oscars, fellas. We ready? We're under a week away as of this.
Under
recording.
a week, yeah. I'm excited, dude. It's my Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I say that every year. It's my Super Bowl.
You do. The Super Bowl is typically my Super Bowl. Tate, I know this year's Super Bowl was not your Super Bowl. So is the Oscars your Super Bowl?
This is maybe the one year where I'm more excited for the Oscars on a Sunday than the Super Bowl. Because that Super Bowl, but also there are a lot of good movies this year.
Definitely.
Let's start there. Tate, how many of these have you seen?
So I tried to knock out all the best pictures. And I pretty much did. I need to think. I think there was like one of the best pictures that I did not see. And then I think for the most part, I covered at least a couple movies in all the categories. But I didn't see Naiad. I didn't see, I don't know. There's a couple probably that I did not see that in these categories. I'm just going to be a blind guess. And especially like the documentary
shorts,
stuff, the shorts and even the animated ones, it's kind of a shot in the dark. So, but yeah, I feel like I knocked out a fair amount from what I usually do.
Michael, how'd you do on the list? I know there were a few that.
Yeah, I did all the best pictures. I did the majority of the acting categories. I skipped Color Purple because who wants to really watch that? And then, documentaries this year I had not heard of any of them, so I didn't watch any of the documentaries. The animated features, I did not get to see The Boy and the Heron. I did really want to see that, but it left theaters so quick. I guess it's not even back in theaters again. That silent film, the dog one, is just now getting into a limited theater. The animated film,
The Robot Dreams.
Yeah, there's a dog in it, and it's silent. It's interesting, but it has a limited release now. If you're in bigger cities, you can just now see it. But this is the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. So there's quite a few of the animated ones that I did not see. I begrudgingly watched Nimona. We don't have to talk about that.
We'll talk about that when we get there. Garrison, how'd you do on the list? Were you able to knock a few out before the announcements were made? How are your guesses on that?
I was able to see all of the Best Picture noms. I try to do that every year since about 2019, 2018-ish. I have knocked out some films in other categories, but for the most part, I'm kind of done watching Oscar noms. I'm ready for the Deucey noms. That's what I'm ready for.
Man, slow roll this year. They're not this week, but next week. I think we're announcing the Deucey noms.
That might be the latest I've ever received the Deucey.
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Big time. Yeah, I saw 22 of the 38 feature-length movies or films, including The Color Purple. I saw every single acting, Best Picture, and writing, and then overlap of some of the other categories that I got all the way filled out. But kind of did I was going to watch Elemental. I have not seen that one yet, so I might watch that before the Oscars, maybe tomorrow night or something. Right. But yeah, I suppose. Well, we're going to have fun tonight. We're going to crack a beer. We're going to crack a beer. It's a fun name, too. It's called the Fluffy Cow. Hazy IPA. Nice IPA. Fluffy buffalo cow on there. Oh, yeah.
You're still young. You're still drinking those IPAs. Wait till you get into your 40s. You will be so done with IPAs that I hate IPAs, man. Give me a Saison or a Kolsch or something like that. I cannot do IPAs anymore.
So
IPAs
yummy.
Are heavy.
So good.
But that was a legit beer crack.
It was.
Garrison? There you go.
That's cool. I think that was Nate that was complaining about the.
That was Nate.
Yep. All right, let's just hop into this thing here. We're just gonna go down the list. I should say, if you're watching live on YouTube, I have pinned the jot form that we are running our Oscars contest through. So just go to the live chat and you can fill your own out as well.
Have I won that every year, by the way?
Garrison won it.
Is Garrison top dog right now?
A couple years ago, I think.
Oh man,
who won it last year?
Who won? I thought I won it last year. Or did I tie with Garrison? I don't know.
Garrison, I think 2 years ago, Garrison got every single one except for one.
That's ridiculous.
I'm just wondering who last year was, because that's who's got a target on their back. And
it's
that's
probably Michael.
It's
all right,
I think
Michael,
it was me.
I'm coming for you.
Yeah, Michael would be my guess. I should have done that research ahead of time.
Who's our top dog? We'll call it as Michael.
Yeah.
That was 2023, right? Okay, I've got the document up here.
Oh, here we go. Might have been Garrison, actually. I don't know. I can't remember. He might be like back-to-back champion. Back-to-back Good Day for a Movie champion.
Let's see here. With the most points, 16.
Oh, I don't feel
Michael Nipp.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, there we go.
That's right.
Yeah.
Garrison.
So Michael, you did.
Target acquired.
Yeah, target. Stay on target.
Here we go.
There he is. Oh, he went
different
Garrison.
Garrison.
He had to go for a different Garrison.
I had to switch to my bad mic and my iPad. So
that's all right.
Sorry about that, guys. My computer froze up.
Shocker.
All good. As long as you gotcha.
Computers are the worst. Garrison and Chew Bubba tied for second with 15.
There was 1 year I went 22 of 24 on your thing, and I actually went 23 of 24 on the ESPN one.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, that was the year Kodo won. That was a great year.
Yeah. I have no confidence this year because I'm going crazy on a couple categories, just voting with my heart instead of my head.
That's how I always do it.
He likes it a lot.
Yeah, I never am up in the double digits, but maybe this year.
Probably not. Animated feature film is where we are going to start here. Your nominees are The Boy and the Heron from Hayao Miyazaki, Elemental from Disney, Nimona, Netflix, Robot Dreams, nobody's ever seen it, and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Tate, I'm going to go to you first. How are we looking here?
This is a hopeful pick. I'm going Robot Dreams. I haven't even seen it. I've seen 3 of these other ones.
Wow.
And I'm going Robot Dreams because I really want to see it, and it sounds awesome.
You're a risk taker.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I think there's a favorite here, but
is there?
I feel like Spider-Verse is favorite, but maybe Boy and Heron.
I don't know.
I don't really know. It definitely doesn't feel like Robot Dreams, but
yeah. That is what we do as well. We'll say what we think is going to win, and as well as what we think should win.
Okay. Well, okay.
Well, you have your one pick. You have your one pick,
but
you can say what you also think. But I'm going Robot Dreams.
Wow, that's pretty surprising. I am going to go with Boy and the Heron here. I would prefer Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse to win, but Michael has been in my head and has critiqued the movie so much about it not having an ending and that mattering to Oscars people.
It might matter, yeah. Look, I mean, I might be swerving on you then. I might be like the famous Garrison bait of that could be very
well. How did that work out for Garrison? That movie's pushed back to 2025.
That's right. That movie got pushed back. This is my first of 3 categories that I'm going with my heart versus what I think is actually going to win. I'm going Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I think Boy and the Heron will win, but I'm picking Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse to win.
Garrison, what do you think?
I'm actually going to go and say the opposite of Mikey in that I think this is going to win. And that's because I think Boy and the Heron had some momentum at first going into the season, because a lot of people were like, well, it's Miyazaki, and Miyazaki says this is his last film, so let's honor Miyazaki. But then Miyazaki came out and said, actually, it's not my last film. I have another film.
Right.
So I think Spider-Man, it's won some precursors that really matter. It's a great film. It's not going up against Miyazaki's last film. I'm going to go with Spider-Man. I really think it will win on Sunday.
That's good. We'll see.
Very good. Well, I think one of the big storylines of the Oscars is, of course, Oppenheimer, and whether or not Oppenheimer is going to go on a Return of the King type run and not only rack up the big categories, but the small ones as well. And this isn't a small one. There is no small category besides short and documentary and the Oscars. But some of the technical categories like cinematography, nominated for cinematography, El Conde, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Poor Things. Tate, have you figured out what Maestro means yet?
Sure.
What do you think about it? We'll start with actually let's go to Michael. Michael, what do you think? Does Oppenheimer continue, or does Oppenheimer get going on this Return of the King type run?
I think this is going to be a big year for Oppenheimer. Hoyt van Hoytema all the way. This is his Oscar. Zero chance anybody else wins.
Garrison, the Nolan mark. Are you riding him here?
Yeah, if I were locking anything, this would be a lock. Easily for Hoyt. Hoyt's done a great job outside of Nolan films, inside of Nolan films. This is the moment to give him an Oscar for a great cinematography performance.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in agreement. Not just because it's got the narrative, but it's very worthy. I think it should win. I think it will win. The other ones I haven't seen. El Conde, that's the only one I haven't seen here. But the other ones are fine. Like Poor Things. Weird movie. It was so weird that I don't know if I even know what cinematography they were going for.
I kind of didn't like the fisheye lens sometimes.
Yeah. The fisheye. I forgot about the fisheye lens. I thought that was it as a device. It didn't work. It didn't make any sense.
No, yeah.
It was weird.
Well, I'm in the minority here.
I was gonna say you're a Poor Things defender.
It was one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Ever.
Some people love it.
It's because you're a weirdo.
It was and the fisheye was. I got Poor Things running away with a lot of these. So
do you
this year? And I got Poor Things on this category.
Okay.
Oh, good. Fuck Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer's gonna get skunked. I hope.
Bella's a new Disney princess. She's coming to Disney Plus in a couple weeks.
I think that was Europe.
No, dude. I promise you.
America?
Yeah, because they do the whole thing where you just set the rating or whatever, and yeah, it's behind that rating thing that it's in America. Poor Things.
Well, next up we've got costume design, and this is another movie that was paired with it's been paired with Oppenheimer its whole life. Of course, we're talking about the Barbenheimer phenomenon. Costume design here. Barbie nominated, as well as Killers of the Flower Moon, Napoleon, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things. Garrison, does Barbie eke out a win here in costume design?
So that's a great question. I think this is one of the rare wins for either Barbie or Poor Things. I think those are the two in competition here, especially if you look at some of the other award shows and what's won in the past. I'm going to go ahead and give this to Barbie. I feel like that's kind of this is the area where you would give them a nod. I mean, there's so many costumes that are created straight off of the dolls, and you see that in the credits, which is kind of cool. And then they've spent so much of their time parading around their costumes off camera and out of sets on red carpets and stuff like that too. I think Barbie just gets that win in that category.
Yeah, I'm in agreement there. I think it may be the only one that Barbie wins. We'll kind of get there as we go on. It's got a puncher's chance for song, I guess, but I don't even know if you can count that for the movie.
Actually, yeah.
No, yeah. I think it will probably. I think it'll be the Billie Eilish, not the I'm Just Ken. But spoiler alert,
we're not there yet. We're not there yet.
We will get there. People, calm your whatever the phrase is. Tate, just go. Why is Poor Things gonna win?
I got Barbie for a couple in here, but this ain't one. I got Poor Things all day. Costume design,
Poor Things, sweet,
incredible for Poor Things. You're running away with at least 6 Oscars.
This is good.
Man.
Wow.
Hey, stick with your convictions. Oscars. I love it.
Yeah.
Michael, what do you think?
This is one of the two that I have Barbie winning. So,
Same.
I've got,
all right. Well,
me.
Say what?
The path less traveled.
Yes, that is probably 90% of the case. You're on that one.
Being poor things.
Some of the boring categories we move into. So hold on with us, people. Documentary, feature film. Boy, oh boy, these films sounded like they stunk. I didn't watch a single one. Bobby Wine, The People's President, The Eternal Memory, cry your eyes out. That one is what I've heard. 4 Daughters, To Kill a Tiger, 20 Days in Maripol. I feel like we should have invited Rhett on because if I remember right, he watched every single one of these.
Yeah, somehow
we should have just had him like waiting in the green room
just for this one category,
just for the categories that we haven't seen any of.
Right.
I think I'm going to go with the political line of the hot political issues, especially for documentaries, is the winner. I think it's going to be 20 Days in Maripol.
So is that a Marvel movie?
That one I do believe is about the war in Ukraine.
Yeah, of course.
I was mainly telling Tate that.
It's not Maripol.
Yeah, I don't know any. I was looking up real quick. I was looking at
Madripool.
Vegas odds
for
this one because like for some of these, and this is one where I'm just curious what the Vegas odds are. Like, is there a heavy favorite here? I just picked a random one, but
if you ever want to know odds, you need to follow
in Maripol.
Yeah, I'd follow Ben Zom or whatever his name is. He does odds and stuff like that.
Tate, what random one did you pick?
I picked The Eternal Memory because I like the name, but
it's a good pick.
And I'm glad to hear that it's a tearjerker because that's a winner in my book.
Alzheimer's, I do believe.
Yep.
In a South America.
I don't know why I picked this, but I'm picking To Kill a Tiger.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I'm picking it.
Garrison, what do you think?
It's 20 Days in Maripol. It's about the Ukraine war. They went with Nalvany last year. They're going to go with 20 Days in Maripol this year. No doubt in my mind.
Gross.
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
It says that 20 Days in Maripol is the heavy favorite by a fair margin.
What about To Kill a Tiger? How's that? What's the odds on that?
Is the highest payout, lowest odds.
Sweet, yes.
You got it, yeah.
We're going to continue in the documentary venue here. Documentary short film, The ABCs of Book Banning, The Barber of Little Rock, Island in Between, not Islands in the Stream, The Last Repair Shop, and Nine and Waipo.
Nine Waipo.
Nine Waipo.
What did I pick? I can go first on this one. I forget. I got to look up my thing. Okay, I chose Island in Between. And that looks like
that is what we are.
Thorough.
But yeah.
Island in Between. That is what we are.
Sounds like there's a good story there.
Away from me. All right.
It's a Kenny Rogers Dolly Parton song.
I went with the ABCs of book banning. Because they love that.
Garrison?
The book banning.
If you were a true connoisseur of Oscars contention doc shorts, you would know that the most beloved Oscar doc short currently is The Last Repair Shop. But the one that is campaigning the hardest is Nine and Waipo. So I'm going Nine and Waipo.
Nine and Waipo.
Oh, interesting. I'm going ABCs of book banding as well. Same idea as 20 Days in Maripol. Seems right up the Oscar
from people who watched. I've heard and listened to people who've watched 20 ABCs of book banning, and they say it's the worst doc short.
Sweet.
That's why I probably win. Yeah.
And so if people vote for that, they said it's literally because of the name and not because of the doc.
Sweet.
Didn't even watch it.
That sounds like Oscar voters.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, next up, film editing. Back to kind of the more fun technical categories, I guess you could say. Anatomy of a Fall, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things. Michael, what do you think?
I went Oppenheimer for film editing, of course.
Garrison?
This will be Jennifer Lame's first Oscar.
Oppenheimer it is. Oppenheimer, I am riding that train with you guys as well. Tate, I'm assuming you're taking Poor Things.
Come on, Poor Things.
All aboard.
Yeah. Hey, you're bound to get one of them right.
Oppenheimer's, yeah. Hey, they
Right?
might win one, and if they win one, it might be this one. So I'll give it to them. I'll throw them.
Oh, is that the one you're picking Oppenheimer?
I got.
Oh, you're doing Oppenheimer. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah. Gotta throw them a bone.
Sweep.
So now
Oppenheimer sweep. International
feature film of the narrative films. This is the category I've seen the least of. Io Capitano? I don't know if that's I think that's an I. Io Capitano from Italy. Perfect Days from Japan. Society of the Snow from Spain. The Teacher's Lounge from Germany. Surprisingly, The Zone of Interest, not from Germany, but the United Kingdom.
Yes.
Oddly. And Canada and the United States.
Glazer.
Yeah.
See, let's talk about this. I've brought this up before. I think I've brought this up on our podcast. I think I've brought this up on the Deucecast Extra.
Yeah.
The United Kingdom, Canada should not be eligible for international feature film.
But they're international.
They
are
international. In the spirit of the category.
The category used to be foreign language, but it's not
whitewashing is what it is.
It is. You're right. In this case, especially. I agree with you for Zone of Interest. But it's just ridiculous. No, I'm just
Can we just say it's really... I kind of hate how they're making it obvious every year now for international film. Like, we know what's going to win.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do we?
Yes, we do.
The one that gets the Best Picture nom.
No.
The one that got the Best Picture nom. In fact, there could have been 2 films that got Best Picture. And that would have been cool. It would have been an actual race, though Anatomy of Fall would have won. But now it's Zone of Interest.
That is annoying that they do that. But I am taking a risk with this one. I'm saying Society of the Snow.
That's a bad idea.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
I'm taking Zone of Interest as well. I'm not going against the past, and I've only seen that one, but seems like a Oscar worthy movie, even though I didn't necessarily enjoy it very much. Tate, what do you think?
Zone of Interest is the only one that I've seen from this, but I'm going Perfect Days because it's the movie that it's similar to Robot Dreams in the way that I've heard amazing things about it from people that have seen it, and I am dying.
I do want to see that movie.
Yeah, and so this is a little bit of a, like, some of these are just wild hopes of mine and wants. This one I feel like is a balance of a hope and a possibility.
Wim Wenders is, he's an interesting guy. I always want to check out his films.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few.
I want to watch Perfect Days.
Until the End of the World is one of my favorites that he directed.
Yeah, that 5-hour one.
The 5-hour one, yeah.
Next up, we're going to makeup and hairstyling. This is an interesting one. Golda, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Poor Things, and Society of the Snow. I can lead us off here. I think it might be Maestro, and I'm just kind of saying it based on actual makeup and hairstyling. And I think Bradley Cooper's nose was pretty darn believable and pretty good, even though he got some shit for it.
I agree.
Tate, what do you think?
I got Maestro in this one. I'm copying you.
I
thought that Bradley Cooper looked so not Bradley Cooper while also still looking so Bradley Cooper. It was, I don't know, it was really good. And plus, like, everything about the makeup and hairstyling for Maestro was good. And I think they might throw it one win. So
yeah, that's why I did that.
Yeah, it'll be this one.
Yeah, that's what I did too. I think it was really impressive the way they aged him up.
That was also really impressive.
They aged him up and gave him close-ups too.
Yeah,
and that's a dangerous thing to do when you're messing with prosthetics like that. And it still looks good. So yeah, Maestro.
It's great. Yeah.
Yeah,
wow, Maestro across the board.
Maestro is an interesting movie because the first, like, Michael, you said it maybe in your Letterboxd review or on Discord that it kind of stunk until that cathedral scene, and then you kind of got
me. For me,
and I agree with that. And I actually rewatched the cathedral scene because I was bumming off my mom's Netflix, and then I finally got kicked off, and so I was like, all right, well, I'll get it until I watch all these Oscar movies. And so I was like, well, I might as well get the 4K and Dolby Atmos.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm going to go rewatch that scene. And it was incredible. It was very
good, man.
Yeah.
I just watched it and I was actually impressed. I heard like very mixed things about Maestro, and I think Bradley Cooper is kind of cringy in it in a really good way. Like, he did really a good job, but and then also I think I think I didn't it was okay up until the end. I actually really like. They hammered it home well that I liked the movie. But
Carey Mulligan was freaking amazing in it also.
She
was. Gosh, she's so good in everything she's in, just about.
Yep. So we all pick maestro. Let's go to a group of maestros that are competing against each other for music original score.
Nice.
How about that for a segue?
That's
people?
Good. That's a good segue.
Yeah. It makes it even better when you call it out, doesn't it?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Music original score, American Fiction, Laura Karpman, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, the one and only John Williams, Killers of the Flower Moon, Robbie Robertson, Oppenheimer, Ludwig Göransson, and Poor Things, Jerskin Fendrix. Where are we starting? Tate, go for it. Why is Jerskin Fendrix winning?
Wait, who's Jerskin?
Poor Things.
Poor Things.
Oh, that's how you say that? Well, oh no, I'm on the wrong thing. You say that? I'm gonna go, even though I did not like the movie at all. This is the only thing I liked about it. Killers of the Flower Moon.
Robert Robertson.
And I'm.
You saw Killers?
Well, yeah, I saw it. I reluctantly saw it. I was with friends and they wanted to watch it, and I was like, I don't want. Reluctantly saw it. But I'm gonna pull the rug from Oppenheimer again on this one.
I think this category is the most up in the air out of like any of the categories. I really have no clue who's going to win this. I went with Ludwig for Oppenheimer, but I really have no, because Robbie Robertson would be a posthumously. I never know how to say that.
Posthumously.
Posthumously. Pachydermic. Yeah. Okay. Posthumously.
Posthumorously.
Yeah, and the Oscars love to do that. They love to do that. So that
unless it's for best actor.
Well, unless
and they set up the entire show to end with best actor.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. Good point. So I just don't. I wasn't confident. I'm not confident in Ludwig winning because some other people are saying Williams, and I'm like, that's not a good score. But whatever.
55% of ESPN idiots on their ballot have put Williams down for their vote.
Yeah,
it's because it's the only name they recognize.
I mean, anyway, 37% was a smart choice, and that was Ludwig Göransson.
We'll see, man. Robbie Robertson's the dark horse there.
Dark horse. I don't know who Robertson is, but that's mine.
I'm on team Oppenheimer as well, Ludwig Göransson. I think it's a fantastic score, and I think it's deserving, and I think it will win, and I think it should win. Staying in the song category, let's go to original song music. The Fire Inside from Flamin' Hot. Just a disgrace that movie got an Oscar nom. I don't even want to watch it.
I watched it.
One of two nominations in this category for this movie: Barbie, I'm Just Ken, American Symphony, It Never Went Away. Hold on to your seats, folks, because I'm going to try to pronounce this Indian word.
No.
Wazazi, A Song for My People, Killers of the Flower Moon. I kind of went into my Indian accent there.
Wazazi.
I apologize. Wazazi, A Song for My People. And, of course, from Barbie, What Was I Made For? Billie Eilish. I'll start us off. That's the winner. Billie Eilish wins Oscars.
Yeah. I don't
Tate,
know.
what do you think?
Oh, gosh.
There's a dark horse here, I think.
Go ahead, Tate.
I was going to play the
What's up, Andrew?
Video. I was going to play the song as my announcement, but I don't know if they're going to play an ad or anything. So I'm going to go with I'm Just Ken. Give me Barbie. Give me Ken. Yeah. Song's awesome.
I'm most looking forward to that performance because Gosling's doing the performance. So I'm most looking forward to that. But and I hate the fact that we're going to live in a world where Billie Eilish has won 2 Oscars, but it is going to be What Was I Made For? Billie Eilish and Phineas. You always got to give props to Phineas. No one gives props to Phineas.
Well, it's because his name's Phineas.
Yeah, I mean, look, I would love, if I were voting in the Academy, I would vote for I'm Just Ken. But, but What Was I Made For? It was a massive song. It won a Grammy the other week. I think it's the front runner. I think it's the easy favorite here. to win. And I think, honestly, any other competitor for this song, they're just going to split votes away from each other. But this one, it's going to have the easy number one slot for most people.
I think the only other one that has a chance is Was a Z, or however you say it.
Yeah, I think that's yes. Yeah.
Where's Dua Lipa's song in this one? This song should have just been all Barbie. That's like the thing they fucking nailed in that movie.
Yeah. Yes, the songs were fantastic.
Yeah,
they were. All right, production design. Still talking about Barbie. Barbie nominated for that one as well as Killers of the Flower Moon, Napoleon, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things.
I got back-to-back Barbie here.
Oh.
Whoa.
I don't really know anything about this one other than like it's
Barbie.
Just the settings, right? Like
the one that Poor Things is going to win. Tate doesn't pick.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say, Tate, get ready for this. Poor Things.
Yep.
Oh, see, I don't think Poor Things on this one.
Poor
Michael,
Things or Barbie. Those are the
Killers.
I think Oppenheimer.
Oh,
ooh,
yeah, I'm going Oppenheimer.
I feel like this one is like, I feel like all five are actually kind of worthy. Napoleon, the thing that Napoleon had going for it is that it did look good.
That's true.
And like the production was awesome on it. Bad movie, but looked good.
I'm gonna be so sad if Napoleon gets a single vote in anything.
Yeah.
Visual effects.
Going back to how we started, animated short film, Letter to a Pig, 95 Senses, Our Uniform, Pachyderm, and War is Over inspired the music of John and Yoko. Michael, what do you think?
Oh, man. Speaking of Napoleon, the director of Napoleon Dynamite, 95 Senses. I'm going for it. I think he's got the shoe in for that.
Garrison, what are you thinking?
I've heard 95 Senses is the best film. I also know how Oscar voters vote, and I know the type of things they pick, especially when they don't watch the shorts categories.
Right.
When they see the names John and Yoko, they're going to go, "Oh,
yeah,
War is Over." Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. That's
boo.
With these animated shorts, with these live action shorts, with these documentaries, you just got to go the political ones, and the ones that the Oscar voters will just cream themselves over.
Like, remember when Kobe was producing that one short? Yeah, I
know.
Tate, what do you think?
I got 95 Senses, and that's purely because I heard a friend that. Yeah, I'm with you. I just had a friend that said what. Also, you said, Garrison, that he went and saw all of them, and he was just like, yeah, they were all kind of good, but the one that was really good was 95 Senses. So I have no idea about what it's even about. I just heard it's good.
About 95 Senses.
Yeah. Whatever that means.
I do believe it's a 90-year-old man, and the movie's celebrating the five senses. I just looked it up.
Or it's about the 1995 census.
Oh, it could be.
No, yeah.
I was probably counted in that one. That's the year I was born in. Garrison
go.
Probably wasn't counted in that one.
No.
Tate could have been.
Hell yeah, I was, brother. Best census there was.
Michael, were you born yet in 95?
What?
All right, sticking short here. Live action short film, The After Invincible, Night of Fortune, Red, White, and Blue, and the wonderful story of Henry Sugar. Michael, does Wes Anderson pick up an Oscar?
No, he doesn't, because Invincible does.
I'm with you again.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I picked it. I just picked
don't
it.
Either. I'm all over Invincible.
Hell yeah, me too. They're definitely the favorite, right?
I don't know.
I'm thinking Red, White, and Blue. Garrison, what say you?
Invincible is
Red,
the
White,
least favorite.
Red,
favorite,
White, and Blue. So here's your two things. You got Wes Anderson, which makes people go, "Oh, Wes Anderson!" Like War is Over.
Right.
Like you said, there would be cream in their pants and stuff. Red, White, and Blue is an abortion short film. So you're kind of like, where do you go from here? I'm gonna go.
Like, no, that's not the same as Seth MacFarlane, because that's with a D. I was like, is that? Anywho,
no. So I'm just gonna go with name recognition alone here, because again, a lot of people don't watch these shorts, but also a lot of people abstain from these shorts. when they vote at the Academy. So
Interesting.
it's it's
Just
tough
don't
to
even
judge.
bother, huh?
It's tough to judge these categories because of that factor. But I'm gonna go with Wes Anderson here, Henry Sugar. I've also heard it's good, but I haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it.
You should be banned from Oscar voting if you can abstain from a category.
What is it that they did up in, was it Pennsylvania? Not abstain, but they they just didn't pick any. They didn't pick Biden. They just like voted for some. I can't remember the word, but it was interesting during the primary.
Oh, like undecided or something.
Yeah, but it wasn't undecided. It was something else.
Yeah.
It was like they're basically like for shaming him or whatever. It's like for shame, and so they had this hashtag they came up with.
That's funny. All right, well, moving on to sound here. The creator. Oh yes, I picked Red, White, and Blue.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
Yep. I'll be honest. I didn't know who or what it was about or anything like that. I just saw who was directed by Nazrin Choudhury, and I was like, she sounds the most ethnic of everybody, and it's probably not a pro-America movie if it's called Red, White, and Blue was nominated for an Oscar. So I'm gonna pick that one.
You're welcome for the synopsis there.
Yep. It's appreciated. Sound. We our nominees are The Creator, Maestro, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1, Oppenheimer, and The Zone of Interest. Boys, I think it's going to be The Zone of Interest here. I know Oppenheimer is probably the favorite, but
yeah, it just won its Guild. So
Oppenheimer did.
Yeah.
Tate, what do you think? Sound.
Zone of Interest. Loved it. I think they did such a good job with this movie. I think it's
that is the best part of the movie is the sound.
Yeah. And and that's like pretty much the whole underlying plot is the background sound. So I think that's going to be the driving thing for.
It wouldn't surprise me, but
I don't think it'll beat Oppenheimer, but
Oppenheimer did win the Guild Award. So I mean, I'm going to go with Oppenheimer.
Yeah, I think wins. And that's not Oppenheimer. It's going to be Zone of Interest. So.
You're right. I mean, it has a chance for sure.
I think if there was still a mixing and editing category, they would split. But the problem is there's sound now, which is so dumb. I think Zone of Interest is the dark horse here, but I'm going with Oppenheimer. It's also got a great sound design. It's got great sound mixing. And Nolan is such a stalwart in this category. I mean, a lot of his films have won sound awards, even at times when people complained about sound. Tenet didn't help that either. But
let's go sailing and record the sound in the ocean.
That one scene bothers me the most, and I love that movie. But that one scene, I'm like, this is so dumb in terms of how they record the sound. I'm like, you could have done this so much better.
Yeah. All right, moving on to visual effects here. The Creator, Godzilla -1, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1, as well as Napoleon. What do we think? Does Godzilla -1 get its big award? Michael, what do you think?
Yes. Godzilla -1.
Garrison?
I think if I were voting in the Academy, I would have a tough time because I think The Creator has better CGI than Godzilla -1 does. But the story and the crew of Godzilla -1 make me want to vote for Godzilla. I mean, it's a very small crew of VFX workers.
This is an RRR type moment.
Working with a much smaller budget than The Creator's working with, which The Creator's already kind of a reduced blockbuster budget, but it's even smaller than that. I'm going to be cheering so hard for Godzilla -1, and I'm going to pick Godzilla -1 just barely over The Creator.
There you go.
In this category.
Tate, what do you think?
I'm pissed because I was flipping a coin between Godzilla and Mission Impossible, and it landed on Mission Impossible, and I'm like, I mean, the only one I saw in this Napoleon, and I think it should be yanked from every category. So
I don't know. Napoleon is so random.
It was really a coin flip for me, and I am pissed that I just looked at the odds, and Mission Impossible is plus 4,000.
What's the favorite?
I'm throwing away this pick. It's Godzilla.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on Godzilla as well. I think the story will win out. It's not the story of the movie, but the story of the team behind it. Now we go on to directing. We're getting into our final big categories here. Your nominations for Best Director: Justine Triet, Anatomy of a Fall; Martin Scorsese, Killers of the Flower Moon; Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer; Yorgos Lanthimos, Poor Things; and Jonathan Glazer, The Zone of Interest. Garrison, does Nolan take it home?
Oh, easily. This is his night. He's winning. He's winning the most in Slumdog Millionaire. Let's just say it. Let's call it right now.
Silly movie.
I agree. It's Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer.
Come on, Tate.
Tate?
Do your Yorgos.
Nope. I got Anatomy of a Fall because I fucking love it.
Okay.
That and Poor Things are my two favorite movies, and I had to throw Anatomy of a Fall bone somewhere in here.
If it was best directing and making an audience fall asleep, yeah, Anatomy of a Fall for sure.
What? What?
Dude.
Oh, the shade.
Wow.
Yeah.
Silly.
I kind of feel the same way. I went Oppenheimer. I went Chris Nolan. Yeah.
It's just the pick. It's just the only pick that you can have.
Yeah.
I think it's his best directed. It's not my favorite Nolan film, but I think it's his best directing work yet. And I think it absolutely deserves the award.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, writing. Adapted screenplay: Cord Jefferson, American Fiction; Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach, Barbie; Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer; Poor Things, Tony McNamara; Jonathan Glazer, The Zone of Interest.
Chris Nolan wrote that by himself?
That's what the Oscars website says.
Interesting. Okay.
No one truly writes a script by themselves.
I was going to say,
but that means he wrote a considerable amount of that.
More than, what is it, like 51% or something ridiculous? There is some.
I bet he wrote a good 70 to 80% of that himself.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm pretty proud of myself for this one. I was just looking at the odds. I do have the favorite for this one. And
I bet I do too.
I have American Fiction.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
That's what I've got as well.
That they're the favorite.
I've got that as well, and I thought that was sort of a
dark horse
voting. Well,
Mikey, it's won every precursor.
I know, but I hate that. I mean, but it's a good script though. So yeah, and it's a good for the guy to be his debut screenplay. I mean, it's pretty impressive. So I mean, well, we'll go Cord Jefferson for that one.
Interesting. Yeah, Garrison, go.
I'm also gonna go Cord. I loved this script, but I would not award this over Oppenheimer personally. I mean, just reading the script myself, I think it's a way better adaptation of things.
They can get away with not giving this to Nolan, though.
Yeah, I mean, I understand it. I just have a tough time with it, though, because a lot of times the Best Picture winner usually does win a writing award of some kind. But
that's fair.
This is a stacked category, and it stinks that Barbie's in here, too, because that's also taking away votes from Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Sadly.
I did not have a lean on this one. I really had no idea. So instead of just following along with you guys, I'll just be different and I'll go with Barbie.
Okay, that's fair. That could win. I mean,
yeah.
That with all the rhetoric leading up to the Oscars, that could be the category that they give to Gerwig just because she wasn't nominated for director. So could be a good guess.
All right, original screenplay now. Writing, of course. Also, Justin Triet and Arthur Harari, Anatomy of a Fall; David Hemmingson, The Holdovers; Bradley Cooper and Josh Singer, Maestro; Sammy Birch and Alex Mechanic, May December; and Celine Song, Past Lives. I'm going first here. I'm going to be banging this drum until Sunday. Man, I hope Celine Song wins for Past Lives. That's what I'm picking. That's what I think should win. I don't know if she will.
Yeah.
Tate?
Yeah.
I got Anatomy of a Fall. I forgot that I didn't think about this category, but those are the two I think that I have them for. I think Anatomy of a Fall was one of my favorite movies of the year, I think, like I said, and purely it's because of the writing.
Yeah, I think both writing categories are probably the tightest that they've ever been. I am going to pick the only award that Anatomy of Fall will get is original screenplay.
Garrison, what do you think?
I also have Anatomy of a Fall because I like looking at precursors and seeing what wins.
That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, that's
very deserving, though. I think for this one,
it is.
I
It is. I mean, it's. I think both these categories are super tight, though.
The problem with Anatomy, though, is it actually didn't have that many precursors because as a foreign film, a lot of the American stuff doesn't include those kinds of films in there.
Well, and a lot of other award shows had Barbie as original.
Yes.
And so that was winning a lot of that.
And here's the other issue. I think WGA is happening. When is WGA's award show? Is it after the Oscars? Which is just like, what?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But.
So that actually kind of hurts our understanding of where really the writing categories are.
Yep.
But totally. Yeah, Anatomy of a Fall.
All right, ladies first here. Actress in a supporting role: Emily Blunt, Oppenheimer. Danielle Brooks.
Wait, what did you go? Oh. What did you go, Jacob?
I went Past Lives. I started that.
Oh,
one
that's
off.
right. That's
yep,
right. That's
yep.
right.
Celine Song. Because I love that movie. It's so good.
No, it's great. I would love to see Celine win that, but I don't know. She has
debut directing and writing would be great. Well, I would love it if she got that win. Actress in a supporting role: Emily Blunt, Oppenheimer. I think this is probably the weakest category of all of them for all the nominees.
I think so too.
Like I said, Emily Blunt, Oppenheimer, Danielle Brooks, The Color Purple, America Ferrara, Barbie, Jodie Foster, Nyad, Davina Randolph. Yeah,
Jodie was good.
No,
Jodie was good.
We'll get there with actress as well, but Jodie Foster and Annette Bening were average at best.
Dude,
Portman and Moore should have replaced them.
Stupid movie.
Yeah, stupid movie, but way better performance. Nyad was a stupid movie too. That was boring as crap too.
That's my biggest snub of this entire.
There are a bunch of
Natalie Portman
movies
and what's her name were not.
A lot of people feel the same way. A lot of people feel the same way.
It's so. I would vote for Natalie.
I was happy to see it, but a lot of people feel the same way.
I can go first because I absolutely
you do it.
Category. Like I just hate who's nominated. Like I would easily change it out for somebody from Saltburn to May December to I don't know. There's so many.
Tate hates Jodie Foster now after this newest True Detective season.
Yeah, I didn't even finish the True Detective. You just ruined it for me.
Oh, you didn't like this season?
Well, I didn't even finish it. I watched 2 or 3 episodes.
She was great. She was so good in it.
Jodie Foster lost me.
Oh man,
I'm a big old Jodie Foster now, but I think I got. Wait, let me scroll my thing. Oh, I just picked Emily Blunt because I actually really liked Emily Blunt and Oppenheimer. I think
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Her last kind of final speech or whatever in like the courtroom, not in the courtroom, but like the behind the curtains courtroom.
Yeah.
That was like that sealed the deal for me. That I think I want her to win that. But if anybody from May December was in this, I would pick them in a heartbeat.
It is a weird category this year, but there is clearly a front runner in Divine Joy Randolph for the holdovers. Unfortunately, I mean, she was good in it. I mean, I kind of agree. I would have liked to have seen Saltburn was a wild movie. But
yeah, I think that whoever the mom was,
she was good in it.
What's
she
her
was
name?
Really good. Yeah, I can't. Rosamund Pike.
Yeah. Rosamund Pike. I thought she throw her.
She was good in it for sure. But anyways.
But I do like. Is it Divine or Devine?
Divine Joy Randolph. Yeah,
I do like her in this category though. She's the only other one that I like. Her and Emily Blunt.
Garrison 2-horse race.
Yeah, I mean it's Divine. It's a 1-horse race. Yeah,
that's what I'm picking as well. It's the only one I think that was worthy of a nomination. Besides Emily Blunt. Emily Blunt was very good in that last scene, but I don't know if she had enough to do it, which doesn't necessarily always matter for the Oscars because
I know a lot of times it does not, especially in the supporting categories.
Yep. All right, actor in a supporting role: Sterling K. Brown, American Fiction; Robert De Niro, Killers of the Flower Moon; Robert Downey Jr., Oppenheimer; Ryan Gosling, Barbie; Mark Ruffalo, Poor Things. Boy, oh boy, wouldn't it be awesome if Barbie got shut out in every category except for Ryan Gosling getting the win there? Not going to happen.
Quite epic. That would be quite epic. And ironic.
Michael, what do you think?
I mean, this is RDJ's year, so Robert Downey Jr. for sure, finally winning an Oscar. You love to see it, so I'm happy.
Garrison,
about
choo choo, Oppenheimer train rolls on.
Absolutely.
Although
I am so excited.
Although the year Stallone was nominated for Creed, I thought that it was his year, and freaking Mark Rylance beat him. So I don't know. I'm nervous that RDJ is going to get beat by somebody.
RDJ is taking the. I mean, has he lost anything?
Yeah, I believe. No, I guess he hasn't. Not anything major. He hasn't lost any of the big ones. He won SAG. He won the Globe.
If he lost anything, it was a very small.
It would have been a small,
award show that really
MTV Man Award.
I want to say Stallone though.
No, he won the SAG, which matters maybe the most.
It does, but I think Stallone won the SAG that year, and Rylance beat him. But whatever, whatever.
I got Mark Ruffalo, baby.
Yeah.
Mark Ruffalo was. I like Robert Downey Jr. was fucking incredible in Oppenheimer, and I think he was one of my favorite parts of the entire movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked Oppenheimer. I just, for some reason, don't want to see them win a bunch this year. I liked it.
Melissa.
What's up, Melissa?
Melissa, Food for Thoughtcast. Listen to that podcast. It's great. Anyways, Tate.
Yeah, I think Robert Downey Jr. was awesome, and I wouldn't be mad if he won it, but I just really, really want Mark Ruffalo in this. I think he impressed me more than I thought he would have. Like, when I kind of heard he was in it, I was like, oh man. And then the movie started, I was like, I just can't picture him being in this. And then when he first came in, I was like, all right. And then by the end of it, I was sold that he was like, I was like, oh, give him an Oscar.
So you're talking like a guy that's only seen Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk.
Yeah.
Mark Ruffalo's a weirdo.
Fucking good. Important things. I thought he was so impressive.
Yeah.
You haven't seen Dark Water?
I have not. Maybe
I've heard that's a good movie though.
That was a Deucey knob. You didn't watch it?
I didn't watch it. No, Dave loved it. I didn't watch that crap, but Dave loved it.
I watched it.
I heard it was good.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, actress in a leading role: Annette Bening, Naiad; Lily Gladstone, Killers of the Flower Moon; Sandra Hüller, Anatomy of a Fall; Carey Mulligan, Maestro; Emma Stone, Poor Things. Garrison, what do you think?
Wow, this might be the closest race of any race that we've talked about tonight. I'm not even, Mikey, I'm not kidding. This is ridiculous.
I think SAG tells the tale.
Emma Stone and Lily Gladstone are your two front runners, and I think it is very much neck and neck. I 100% agree, though, that I'm going to go with the SAG result and go with Lily over Emma. But I would not be surprised if Emma did upset on Oscars night.
I don't want Lily Gladstone to win, but I think she's going to.
I'm going Emma Stone.
Flower Moon. Oh, you go. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going Emma Stone.
Nice.
If Lily Gladstone wins for just laying on a bed with her tongue out for 90% of the movie, I may pull a Sage and be done with the Oscars.
What was mine? Oh, wait. I said I'd never watch him if she won. Crap.
No, I thought that was Barbie.
Oh, that was Barbie.
That was Barbie. It was Barbie. Yep. You're good.
Barbie.
You're safe.
Yeah. If Barbie wins Best Picture, I'll never watch the Oscars again.
I'm so sad to hear that Lily is the front runner because like I just hated that movie, and B, she was probably the best in it, I thought, actually. But
yeah.
I still don't.
I could have done that.
Yeah, I could have. Anywho, I think between my favorites are obviously Carey Mulligan, Emma Stone, and Sandra Hüller. Is it Hüller?
Hüller,
yeah. Hüller.
Yeah.
And I'm going with a little bit of it. I mean, I really wanted to pick Emma Stone, but I'm going with Sandra Hüller just because I like.
Really?
Anatomy.
Wow.
When she snapped in that one scene, that's what won me over.
It's a good dark horse pick for sure.
That's exactly what I was going to say. A good dark horse pick. Because the Academy has gotten a lot more, of a foreign body nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
She was willing to go for that kind of thing.
Still a pretty low percentage comparably. But,
yeah.
I mean, but you're right though.
Yeah. But I really wanted to take Emma Stone. If she doesn't win it, I really hope Emma Stone wins it.
Final acting category here, penultimate category as well. Actor in a leading role, and I got to say, these 5 men did fantastic. fantastic in all of their roles. I think they're all great performances. Starting off with Bradley Cooper in Maestro, Coleman Domingo in Rustin, Paul Giamatti in The Holdovers, Cillian Murphy in Oppenheimer, and Jeffrey Wright in American Fiction. I can lead us off here. I think it's going to be Cillian for a long time, for probably about a month and a half. I was on the Paul Giamatti train, but I think it's Oppenheimer's night all around. I think Cillian Murphy walks out with his first Oscar. Tate?
I hated the Best Supporting Actress. Loved the Best Supporting or Best Lead Actress. I loved the Best Supporting Actor, and I don't like this category as much. I mean, I honestly think Cillian was. I almost said Cillian. He was fine. He was good. Paul Giamatti. I wasn't too sold on Holdovers as a movie in general. It was fine.
Yeah, you didn't like it. Yeah.
You got a lot of hate in the Discord.
Jeffrey Wright? Yeah. Fuck Holdovers. Okay, well, I like the Discord. Or wait, Discord or Deucecast?
Deucecord.
Deucecord.
Deucecord. That's what you said. I like the Deucecord. I hate Holdovers.
Why aren't you in the Deuce?
I should jump in it. I'll have a lot of controversial opinions. Jeffrey Wright, solid. But I don't think he deserves like an actor role for this. And I never even saw Rustin, so I'm going Bradley Cooper for Maestro because I was most impressed by him out of all people.
Wow.
So, I love that pick. It's not going to happen, but I love that pick. I love that pick.
Probably the furthest one away from
also,
winning.
I don't even think I like Bradley Cooper that much. Like after this movie, he kind of cringes. Yeah, gives me the cringe a little bit. But
watching The Color Purple made me appreciate Rustin so much more because Coleman Domingo's also in that, and his character's just abhorrent and just the worst like character.
He's a good actor. He's a legit good actor.
Yes, and I like he was fine in it, but like the character was just so stupid. But him and Rustin was incredible.
Yeah,
maybe not Oscar worthy, but very good. Michael, what do you think?
My heart would love to see Paul Giamatti win, but my head is saying Cillian Murphy. So that's
Garrison. Choo choo.
As soon as SAG happened, I sent one of my friends the Vince Young "It's over" gift. Yeah. It's over. Giamatti's done. Cillian Murphy. Oppenheimer.
Probably accurate.
I like Cillian, so I'm good with it if he wins.
Yeah,
good guy.
I'm glad that he'll win, but my heart really won. I didn't realize. See, I was operating under the assumption that Paul Giamatti had won years ago for Sideways, and he actually did not. And so this would be his first Oscar, and he deserves it for a body of work type thing. So hopefully he'll have something else come out that's good.
Yeah,
but because it might not be his year.
Look, Paul Giamatti has quickly become one of my favorite actors of all time.
He's a great actor. Yeah.
See, but I hate the body of work Oscar for the pure fact that eventually there's a second place guy who then you have to eventually go, oh, well, we have to give him a body of work award eventually too.
It's cyclical.
We just screwed him
up.
The
snake starts eating its tail.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, boys. Best Picture time, our final category. Who is the winner of between American Fiction, Anatomy of a Fall, Barbie, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Past Lives, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest?
I am so terrified that Barbie's going to win this. I'm being honest. I'm so terrified that the drunk Academy voters, I promise you, dude, I'm terrified because of the international voters who don't want to give anything to Oppenheimer. I'm terrified that Barbie's going to win it, but I mean, it needs to be Oppenheimer, but I'm terrified Barbie's going to win.
Tate, go
next because I actually just looked at it all, and I did see every Best Picture film this year. So,
good,
nice.
Yeah, I do feel better about this one.
Is that a first for you?
Yeah, I think it is actually.
Nice.
But just reading it over, I was like, I thought there was one I was missing, but I guess not. Yeah, I got Poor Things all day. I hope it wins.
Poor Things.
Best movie of the year.
Yeah.
Are an Anatomy Fall, but Poor Things all day.
I'm on Oppenheimer. It's clearly Oppenheimer. Garrison, tell me why I'm right.
I mean, it's won everything. It continues to win everything.
Dude.
Barbie's not won a single best film or
I'm
best picture at any
terrified.
award
Yeah, it won
show.
the best comedy, didn't it?
Did it?
At Golden Globes, I think it did. Yeah.
I think it did
Globes
too,
is not
but
even a Globes don't even have an overlap in body though. That's the
No.
thing.
You're right. But I mean, you said it didn't win anything, so I just had to make sure. Had to make sure and put it out there.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's got to be Oppenheimer. If it's not Oppenheimer, it's the biggest upset in Best Picture I can remember in a long time. Coda wasn't even that big of an upset because it was kind of gaining momentum over time.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer would be a crazy upset. So yeah.
Would it be?
And as a Nolan fan, it will be one of the greatest Oscar nights of my life.
Yeah.
If
If Barbie wins, it would be like when Shakespeare in Love beat Saving Private Ryan. That's basically what it would be like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems pretty accurate.
And then they would have to give a stupid body of work award to Nolan down the line again.
Well, not if they give him director, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm scared of. I'm afraid that these Academy of Voters are skewing young. They're skewing younger now, and they're skewing like they're very influenced by stupid rhetoric that might be out there about people being mad about Greta Gerwig not.
I'll say it. They're a bunch of liberals.
Well, I'm not even really saying
kidding.
that. I'm just saying that the rhetoric of the fact that there's this public outcry of Gerwig not being nominated for Best Director. I'm just afraid that the voters are going to let that influence them and do something stupid, which would be picking Barbie to win Best Picture, just to spite the whole process.
Tate, how hard are you rooting for Barbie to win Best Picture right now?
If Barbie wins, I'm gonna buy so much stock in whatever the
Mattel
toy. Yeah,
Mattel.
The moon. No, I think this whole Best Picture. I think that all of these movies I actually really liked, other than Killers of the Flower Moon. That's the only one that I didn't like. But even Holdovers was a good movie. I just didn't like it as much. But this, I was actually really impressed with all of these movies compared to the last couple of years. Like I think like 2 or 3 years ago, there like the Coda year. That year had a lot of really good Best Picture. Names, but like the last year, whatever, I hated all of them almost. And so I'm just really happy with this whole lineup.
I was just overjoyed that The Color Purple didn't get nominated because I probably would have watched it.
For Best Picture.
For Best Picture if it had been nominated for Best Picture.
I think all of these keep them in, except for Killers, and replace it with Saltburn. That's what I think.
Man, Saltburn got no love anywhere. Saltburn got no love.
Weird. I thought it was I don't think I liked it, but I thought it was a pretty well done movie.
I don't think I liked it, but I thought it was.
I don't know how I feel about Saltburn.
The more like walking out of the theater, I was like, whatever. But the more I thought about it, like afterwards, I'm like, you know what? This was a bold second picture. I mean, for Emerald Fennell. I mean, it was,
Mikey's so Gen Z right now.
I am. So I kind of liked it a little bit. I mean, the more I thought about it, I was like,
I liked it, but I don't even know.
Yeah, Barry Keoghan, crazy performance from that guy. I don't know.
That's the one that I think I wish I would have saw in here over Killers. I think I just did not like it. But.
Well, Rhett would agree with you.
Yeah, Rhett hates Killers of the Flower Moon.
Good. Yeah, me and Rhett.
He hates Poor Things more than Killers, I think.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, well, no, I don't think he hates it more.
Close.
I don't think it's close.
I think it's pretty close.
He
did not like Poor
Killers. He was on a diatribe for Killers.
Oh man, yeah, he was a big diatribe.
You should have seen the diatribe against Tate. About your Holdovers opinions.
Rhett's very opinion. Yeah, Rhett loves Holdovers. So that's what happened.
Well, Rhett had me in the first half, and now he lost.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you. That's why you need to be in the Deuce Court so you can defend yourself. Waste your time in yet another social media.
After we end the stream, we're gonna get Tate in the Discord.
That's right. I think you would participate more than Sage. Sage would scoff at all of it.
I'm gonna send only Poor Things gifts. To explain all of my points.
That'd be awesome.
Any snubs that come to your guys' mind? I think Wonka as like a kind of costume design, production design could have been a snub.
Sure, that's fair.
But nothing really that pops into my mind. I didn't watch as many 2023 movies that weren't Oscar specific / Deuce Deucey specific. So
well, Deucey's there's going to be some weird ones that are out there. I think Earl always has weird movies that he. But I had a couple weird ones too.
Yeah. You
I
got me
always
to
have
watch that
some weird.
weird movie about the guy and the woman and the pregnancy. I don't even whatever that one was.
What was that?
With like
Yes.
Tim Roth. And...
Oh yes, that was for a horror film though. I mean,
Yes.
you know, it was a wild movie. You know, my horror film picks are pretty standard. I mean, the ones that everybody like Talk to Me and stuff like that. So you'll probably have to find that.
I do want to see that.
Yeah, I got a lot of those horror.
I don't know if there was any snubs. I like what Tate was saying about Rosamund Pike. I think she would have been an interesting choice for Best Supporting Actress. If like Saltburn had gotten any love. I mean, if that being the only thing it got love for, I think that would have been an interesting choice because she was pretty good in that actually. But I liked the husband too. He was pretty good. Richard, what's that guy's name?
Albert was pretty good.
Richard Curtis.
Curtis,
I think. Yeah, I liked him too. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
The more I think about Saltburn, yeah, Resurrection, dude, that's a wild movie.
Yeah, I did not watch that one.
That was a wild movie.
You're not did not watch that one.
Not a Deucey completist, huh?
I tried my best, but there were some that like you guys nominated that weren't like available at all. Like Robot Dreams was this year for the Oscars.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to die on the hill that May December got snubbed.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. A lot of people
would
say the same thing. Yeah,
I think that's the biggest snub in my opinion. Saltburn not getting a single thing. I don't care really what it was, but not getting a single thing was kind of a snub. And then I was just looking up just because I was curious what other people are saying about potential snubs. And Asteroid City, I guess, did come out this year. And I was like,
it did. Yeah.
I think the only thing that was maybe good there was the lead actor and lead actress, ScarJo and Schwartzman.
But Wes Anderson movies don't get actor noms,
that's
right?
It's tough. Yeah. There has never been a Wes Anderson movie. Yeah.
The performances are too Wes Anderson.
Kind of, they're too unique and stilted and strange.
Well, it's all ensemble based too. I mean, it's just it's more maybe would get a SAG nomination for the cast. I mean, it's now next year casting director for a Wes Anderson picture, maybe because Oscars are adding casting director and stunt next year.
Are they stunt? Did they announce
director?
That?
I think
Stunts,
they did.
Stunts added. I don't know if it'll be for next year. I think it'll be within the next couple years, though.
I thought they added it. with casting
they added
director.
Casting. I didn't realize they added stunts.
I kind of thought stunt was 2026 and
maybe you're right.
Was 2025.
Oh, okay. I thought they just went ahead and did both of them.
I could be wrong too. That's just maybe I saw a tweet one day for a second, and that's where
I could be wrong too. Maybe it's 2 years from now. I don't know. But casting director is a thing that Scorsese's been like battling for years because his casting director, he swears up and down that she's like the reason half of his movies are good. It's because of the work she does to getting the cast assembled. But so anyways.
All right. Anybody have anything else they want to throw in, or should we wrap things up here?
No, I better keep it up and say if Barbie wins, I'm not watching the Oscars ever again. That's gonna be my hill I'm gonna die on.
It's a great thing you'll be watching the Oscars next year.
I hope so.
Michael, where can people find you?
Yeah, I'm at the Michael Nipp on the X and at the Deucecast on the X as well. Every Wednesday night we release an episode of the Deucecast movie show, very movie-centric episodes. This coming Wednesday we're releasing our monthly reflections episodes where Dave, myself, and Dr. Earl just spout off about what movies that we have seen that particular month. Dr. Earl spouts off big on Dune 2. He has some issues. He's got some issues with Dune 2. So it's interesting to hear from him. And then every Tuesday night, the TV wing of the Deucecast called the Deucecast Extra, live on YouTube. We are currently discussing The Bad Batch, which is the new Star Wars animated series that's out right now.
Garrison, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Gryfun3, GRYFUN3, Instagram and Letterboxd at Gryfun, GRYFUN. I don't know what this X thing is, but I am also on the Deucecast Extra, and we will be covering X-Men 97 soon.
That's right.
That'll be coming up on March 20th, I believe. 2-episode premiere.
Ross is very concerned by that.
No, I knew about it. It's just I just remembered it when Garrison said it. I was like, oh yeah.
You don't have to go back and watch the old ones. Don't
That's
even,
true.
don't do that. Don't do that to yourself.
Yeah, that's not true. I watched a couple of episodes.
But... All right.
That's it.
Good deal. Well, Garrison, Michael, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for making this an awesome annual tradition. Go to our social. Go to say what?
I said
going down
this year. Four things.
Four things.
I guess I should throw it to you, Tate. Anything you want to throw out there at the end here?
No, that's it. I don't know. No.
What's the next movie you guys are doing on Good Day for a Movie?
Dune Part 2.
Dune 2, baby.
Makes sense.
Dune Part 2. We'll see if we go another 3 hours for it. I don't think we have that in us anymore.
Yeah.
I think it's been so long since we've read the book that it's not going to happen. But we'll see. Who knows? Maybe we'll have to invite Dr. Earl to get a naysaying opinion if Sage likes it.
Yeah.
Also, check out, speaking of Dr. Earl, check out A Catholic and Two Protestants Walk into a Bar. That's right here on the Good Day for a Movie podcast YouTube channel, and it is also released for now in the Good Day for a Movie podcast feed. Maybe getting its own feed and YouTube channel soon. Who knows? Maybe a monthly podcast instead of weekly type of deal. But yeah, that video is kind of doing gangbusters for a channel that we never use and has 28 subscribers.
It's all about them hashtags.
Follow us on social media, GD4GD.movies and GD4GD_movies on Instagram and Twitter. And go to our links in the bios there for the Jot form to fill out to enter our our Oscar contest. You can also, if you're like, I don't have those social medias, I don't even have access to them, but I do have an access to an email. You can email us at gd4ampodcast@gmail.com and I'll send it to you. Leave us a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, any of the podcatchers that take ratings and or reviews. And if not, I don't know if we got anything.
If not, I'll make you watch Barbie for the rest of your life.
Some people enjoy that.
It's not the worst thing in the world.
I was gonna say Killers for that same even more torture to me. No, if not, I'm gonna give Barbie the best picture.
Wait, I got a good one. If not, I'll make you lick a bathtub.
Oh,
I haven't even seen it, and I know that reference. That is horrendous. That's a good one. No, Tate, don't make noises. All right, we'll catch you next week at the movies. Bye, everybody. Holy cow. Andrew, thanks for watching. Melissa, thanks for watching.